Ah, yes. One of my favorite movies of all time. War of the Worlds, directed by Steven Spielberg, starring Tom Cruise, and came out in 2005. Now, I know there's a lot of controversy around this movie. One, the kids are annoying. I don't think Robbie's annoying, but the girl, she is. I forgot her name. Sorry. And the ending. I know, they kind of left us on a cliffhanger, just a little bit like what happened in the other states. Well, they actually said what happened in the other states. It's the same thing going on. But they were talking about Europe or, I mean, in the other states that they already taken them down. And so I think what happened was that those other states contacted America and they told them the weakness, but I guess the tripods were blowing their horns. Yes, that's what they're called, tripods. And now I know I should be doing this at the end, but I just gotta do it. Would I recommend it? Oh, of course, yes. You gotta watch it. If you're watching this review right now, skip that review. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment whatever you want, as always. But go. I don't know. Watch it on. No, I don't know if you can watch it on TV. I don't know. It might be random by for you, or just order it on Amazon. It's a must-have movie. It's one of the greatest movies I've ever seen besides Iron Giant, Earth Echo, which I'll do reviews on that other time, which I know they're not Halloween, but yeah. And my favorite thing about this movie is the tripods or aliens, whatever you want to call them. They're just so cool. Like the way the tripods are. I mean, I have like bad dreams, like nightmares from this, but I enjoy them. And yeah, I know that's kind of a weird thing to say, but it's so fun. Now, let me tell you about what I liked about it. Now, what I liked about it was just, the aliens themselves, tripods, the way they were built, the characters and story arcs, Ray, Robbie, and I forgot the girl's name, and just, the ending. And so let's talk about the tripods and aliens. So, as you can see here, when they're all looking down at the boat, these things either come from the ground, they're all the same size. Either they come from the ground or they come from the ocean or just whatever, but never the sky because they built these things thousands of years ago. And so now with lightning, they come down in these little capsules and then they just rise up. And what are they doing when they are evaporating some people and collecting people's blood? Well, they're looking for certain types of blood types. Basically, it's a theory I watched, so I'm gonna incorporate it in this review. And yeah, and then just the way that Steven Spielberg thought of the tripods, how they looked, I am splendid. They look amazing. So yes. Now, let's talk about the story and the character arcs. Now, as you can see, Ray is the main character, and that is Tom Cruise. He is desperate to save his family and go to Boston with his wife or friend, because I guess they got a divorce or something. And yeah, so they're just desperately trying to go to there, and he's doing everything he can to save his family. And so when the time has come, when they were at the hill scene, just he was scared. He didn't want Robbie to die. And so he let him go. And so Robbie joined the army. And now you all be wondering, why did he return? As he went up there, just trucks that were up there just came down and fired. Well, this is another theory I saw. What happened to Robbie was he got scooped up by the tripods and he was taken and he was put in those caskets. If you've seen the movie, he was put in one of those. And so he probably has a certain blood type that the aliens need. And so what I think would happen was once he was up in there, and then like when day came, the tripod started freaking out, and they went all over the place, and they crashed, and so one of the caskets fell, and Robbie escaped, and he went to the area, or the house where he was at the end. So that's what happened. And let's talk about Robbie's story arc. He has a really good story arc. He's a teenager or maybe an adult now or something. But he is, he's really good, and I am proud of him because he wants to join the army, defeat those alien pests. Man, so I give him a 5 out of 5 for a story arc. Same with Tom Cruise or Ray. Now the little girl. She has a good story arc, but she's annoying. I mean, I loved her in her story arc, but she's a bit annoying. She's always screaming. I don't know. That's the only thing I did not like. And so I give her a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I know I'm not saying wires, but just stars, And yeah. So now let's get to how the aliens were defeated at the end of War of the Worlds. Now, this is how the aliens were defeated. Well, in blood, there are bacteria, harmful, but it doesn't kill us. And so, the aliens did not see this coming. So, once they were sucking up blood from certain types of people, they didn't realize the bacteria they had in there. And so, with the help of the birds, the mighty birds, they brought them down even more. And so they started spinning around, hitting buildings and stuff, and that was their downfall. It was the birds and our blood. They did not see it coming. And the red vines and then the red sky was to make it habitable for them. They were trying to take this planet over because probably their planet was probably overpopulated or being destroyed. So they tried taking this one over, and they didn't. So most of their kind died, and we survived. Over 500 million, probably less, people died in that movie. Not real life, of course, but just in the movie, because they exterminated, or should I say, evaporated most people, and killed and a lot for their blood. Because some have B negative. I think I have B negative. I'm not too sure. But they were desperate for certain types of blood. And so, that's how they were defeated. Just the normal day bacteria that we can handle, but they can't. Now, what would I give this movie for wires? I'm not going to give it no 4 point something. It's a 5 out of 5 wires because I loved it. It's one of my favorite childhood movies. Yes, I said that. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this electric reviews, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.